You know, we just lost an hour, and I can really feel it. Hey, friends and family, how's everyone doing? It's Monday. I took the day off because I just saw Radiohead last night. I want to tell you about the show. I could probably do 2 or 3 reviews. You know, I like Radiohead. I've liked them for a while, but I went to the show a skeptic. I went to see Radiohead with one of my best friends, one of my best concert friends, Frank. We've seen a ton of shows together, some amazing shows. He has seen Radiohead before. He's seen him 3 times before. Last time was his 4th time. So, because I never got to see them, it's one of those shows where Frank would load, you didn't see Radiohead, and I got to see it, and I saw something really great, and I've seen a lot of musicians, a lot of bands, and I know a good show when I see it, and I know that Radiohead are capable of magic. But I also know that in the larger picture of things, there are bands much greater, much better than Radiohead on a technical level, on many levels. But I saw them last night, and I experienced the magic and the majesty of Radiohead. Those guys are a real band. They love playing that music. It's not the Tom York show. I witnessed it. I was there. Um, I want to say a lot in a short amount of time. I'm very opinionated, but one thing I'll tell you is this. If I get in your presence and you play and you have anything, I'll hear it. I'll feel it. It has something to do with why I have slagged certain artists. If I saw them play live, probably would be less crappy to them. Two that come to mind right away are Kiss and Bruce Springsteen. I've met Kiss, but I never saw him play live. And I've never seen Bruce Springsteen. I know he's great, but I have not witnessed it. But a lot of the other greats, I've witnessed it, so I understand what people are talking about, even if I don't necessarily agree that these are the greatest artists since, the Second Coming. But what I'm saying is, if I see you and I experience you do your thing live, if you have anything at all to offer, I'll catch it. You know, I'm not a big Rolling Stones fan, but after seeing them, I see what I experienced it. Yeah. I hate to listen to Bob Dylan, but I've seen him live, so I've experienced Bob Dylan's greatness. I've been in the presence of it. Last night, a great group of a great band played for us last night, and my crappy little Sony CyberShot camera, the when I take video, the volume that it records is just way over. I guess you have to buy an expensive camera to get decent sound. But anyway, I took a bunch of shots of the show last night. The staging is amazing, but I'm not going to put them up because you can see. I haven't even looked to check this, but I know you can. There's footage of the show last night online already on YouTube. You want to see the Kansas City show? There was a ton of people taking footage, so you can see and hear for yourself the show that I just saw last night. They were fantastic, and one of the things that I really noticed about Radiohead was they're not a rock band so much as they're a folk jazz band. And the addition of the second drummer really, really did a lot to solidify the intricacy of some of their arrangements. The new album makes even more sense to me now. Top of my head, if I were to play the remixes versus the actual album more, which one would it still be? Probably the remixes. But seeing how the band has played with how to present the songs, because it's changed. The way they play the new songs has changed since they recorded the new album. And I get it, they're really good. They also played several new songs, which were good. They also jammed. There were a couple songs where they're playing the song, and I'm a musician. I can see it and hear it and feel it. They cut loose. They jammed. And then it's a real band because you watch Tom, and they're going in one more. And they just stop it. They're a band. It was awesome. I found out who the opening band was because I bought their album. They're a good example of what I'm talking about. It's a good chance if I heard this band offhand in the store or on the radio, wouldn't think too much of it. Maybe if I heard it a couple times, I'd catch it. But seeing them live, I got it. I caught it. The band really reminded me of Lindisfarne, even after seeing their whole set. I would still compare a lot of what they do to Lindisfarne. But the name of the band that I saw is, excuse me, is it Tamer Animals or Other Lives? I believe it's Tamer Animals. I bought the album from them. For a minute there, I could see where maybe someone younger would compare them to the Arcade Fire. But no, I can see it, but no, I wouldn't compare them to the Arcade Fire. I like this better. A bit, again, I think some people don't like it when I do that. I like this better, I like that better, you know. It's who I am, so just, I'll try to watch it, but it is how I'm thinking, you know. And anyway, these guys opened Other Lives by Tamer Animals. They're on Radiohead's American label. They're on TBD, which is interesting. And they're from Oklahoma. I talked to the singer afterwards, bought this from him. And they were really good. You know, good for them to get on with Radiohead. They really were very good. I spoke to Teddy before I went down and told him I was going with some friends, and so I was kind of at their mercy. And so I did not get to see Teddy, but we spoke. I went with like I said, my best friend Frank, his son Sam, and Sam's girlfriend. It was real neat. A whole lot of personal cool things happened, which you're not interested in, so I'll just keep tripping about it in my head, you know. It was awesome. It was just really a real neat time. I'm really glad I'm single and I don't have to. Some of you ladies can get mad at me, but I'm glad I'm single and I don't have to accommodate your needs. Good God Almighty. Maybe no. I'm gonna just stick to what I said. You can get mad at me, ladies. You have to accommodate your woman. I'm a selfish bastard, okay? I guess I am. I just want to do what I want to do. I don't want to wait around for you and drive out of the way and all this stuff that I would never do if it was just me and the guys. And we had to do a lot of stuff like that. So I'm just get mad if you want to. It's the way it is, though. That's the way I experience it. I'm not up for it. I don't care for it at all. I'm definitely a single guy. Okay, so thankfully it was okay with Sam, Frank's son, because we went in Sam's car. He has the nicest car. Thankfully, it was okay with Sam that we did a little bit of record shopping. So Frank and I, we went to Vinyl Renaissance and Zebedee's. And Frank didn't buy anything. I bought a few things. Like I said, I'm trying to. Hopefully today I should get the tracking information on my records arriving this week. Hopefully I get that information today or tomorrow. I'd love it if my records are here by Wednesday. I'm really expecting to have them by Friday. From a business point of view, because I don't like to expect things. You know, that's the best way to be disappointed is to expect. I learned that a long time ago. Try not to expect anything. But this is different. I have to look at it from a business point of view. The records are supposed to be here this week. I'm expecting them. So hopefully I'll be giving you news shortly. But I did buy a few things. And, you know, I am financially a low-income man. I always have been. I've always had to work magic to buy all these records, because yesterday I could have dropped thousands of dollars. And I had to keep putting records back because I had to prioritize. I can't buy all these. What do I really want? It is one of the things that sucks about Omaha is our selection here is really limited compared to a place like Kansas City, and then you go to a bigger town like St. Louis or Chicago. There's no comparison. So Jeff and I are able to work wonders here in our town with what we find, because when I go to a bigger town, I could drop thousands of dollars because I'm seeing stuff that I'm not seeing in Omaha. I'm not seeing stuff that I can go back and get because it ain't there. I wish I was in Kansas City. There was a lot of stuff I'd go back today and get that I just couldn't afford. But here's what I got. I don't see Warp Records in Omaha. Not like I want to. So I was chuffed as heck to find a C Feel vinyl. Stare Through EP on Warp. This is one of those where the cut. This is the front, and this is the back. I haven't had a chance to play anything because I'm just waking up from getting home from the show at 3:30 in the morning, thanks to daylight savings. Fuck, thanks. I bought this, and I did drop the needle on this, and I can tell I'm going to like this. People have been saying they don't like this, but see, I like Attention Please. New album by Boris. I like what I heard. Even though this is made in America, this isn't cheap. This was $28.99. But like I say, I've seen it online for $70 up already, which is just stupid. I love this cover. Boris! Love that artwork. So I got that. One cheap album I got, because everything I bought was $8-10 or more. But the one cheapo I bought, I said, okay, there was all this talk about this cat. I've never owned one of his albums. Let me get one. So for $3, and it's in mint condition, I bought David Gilmour's first solo album. And believe me, the vinyl community was all on my mind as I was looking at this in the $3 bargain bin at Zebedee's. And the talk about my guitar playing and people comparing me at first to David Gilmour. I don't even know what this album sounds like. But for $3, I said, okay, time to get initiated. It's in perfect condition, so that was like, I wasn't even going to look in the bargain. Zebedee's didn't even have dollar records. They had $3 records, and their $3 records should have been 50 cents. But this is the one that stood out. So I mostly bought at Zebedee's. I bought 2 records at Vinyl Renaissance. I bought the Boris at Vinyl Renaissance, and I bought this at Vinyl Renaissance. Shock T. John McLaughlin, Natural Elements. This is one that I didn't have. In excellent shape. So what was interesting is that I really enjoyed talking to the guy at Vinyl Renaissance, and he talked like a real knowledgeable cat. We've talked before. But the selection at Zebedee's kicked his ass. At least was what I got to, because he was about to close and go to Radiohead. So the rest I picked up at Zebedee's. I picked up this Crepuscule collection. I've been looking for these. The Quick Neat Job. I love the Crepuscule label. Out of Belgium. This has Paul Haig, Anna Domino, Blaine Reninger from Tuxedo Moon, and the other artists I don't recognize. But I love this label. I love their aesthetic. There's a series of these. My friend Frank has 3 of these. So I was really happy to find this one. Found another Warp record. Rec, R-E-Q. He's not my favorite artist on Warp, but the thing is, it's like, if I see Warp reasonably priced, I buy it, Probably wouldn't be like that in a big city because it would be available to me and I could just pick and choose, but I haven't played this yet, but another one on Warp. This was a real nice find. Diff Juzz on vinyl. I have had this forever on CD, on 4AD. Instrumental sublime music. Just sublime. Just beautiful. Just fantastic music. And it was really nice to find this. A couple more and I'm out of here. Dereck column. And I have to paste it. This is neat. I used to have it. Again, I say that a lot, but it's really true. Without Mercy. This is so old that came off. I'll just glue it on. It goes right there. Excuse me. But this is nice. Factory Records. Just love it. Dereck column is the bottom. I'll put that over here and paste that together. This was real neat to find. Roy Harper and Jimmy Page, Jugular. I was real happy to find this. I never see it. I love Roy Harper. Looking forward to finding the time to really absorb this. That is the other thing about collecting, as you know, is you go through periods, and right now I'm in a busy period. This weekend was busy, and it gets like that. I'm so busy, I can't, and that, as a musician, sometimes it's like you're crazy to collect records. You're too busy to listen, to be able to listen, but you want to. This next one was my big find of the weekend because I'd never seen it on vinyl. I've never seen this on vinyl. The Residents, Animal Lover. I had never seen it on vinyl. This is 180 gram vinyl. It's in sweet shape. I don't know if you can really see. Yeah, see that? See that? The spider, the way it is. That's dope. The Residents are weird and twisted, and you know why they're weird and twisted? Because we are. The Residents are an accurate reflection of people, as opposed to that sanitized, airbrushed bullshit you see on TV. Once again, I could belittle a well-known, loved artist, but I won't. But that's my comment, is that the mainstream is airbrushed and made to order, and it's not real. We're not like that. We try to be like the television, but this is what we're really like. Animal lovers, pig fuckers. Residents tell it like it is, and that's why I love the Residents. I was so happy to find this. This wasn't cheap. I didn't hesitate. The last thing I found, I used to own an original of this. When Devo first hit, there was a hype, kind of like Seattle, like Manchester. When these things happen, there's a scene, and all of a sudden, when Omaha emo, when it happened, there was a scene. All of a sudden, there's this interest, and so Stiff Records, when they picked up Devo, they kind of bought into the whole hype about Ohio and Akron, and they put out this compilation called Akron. What's it actually called? This is a reissue here. I had the original, the Akron compilation. Now, the reason why I know this is a reissue, or a couple of reasons, but the original that came out on Stiff, the tire was scratch and sniff, and you'd scratch it and it smelled like a tire. This is a reissue. And it's a cool reissue. It's purple marble vinyl. So it was a great trip. Got to see a great band, Radiohead. Got to go with people that I really love. Got to see a friend that we all like. Now, I could have tried to coordinate meeting with Teddy along with Frank and Sam and his girlfriend Rain, but I think I'm pretty good about people, and I just thought this would be awkward, trying to meet with Teddy with these people that don't know him. That'd be stupid. Why don't we meet with someone we all know? So we have a lot of friends down in Kansas City. So we met a woman named Liz that we all love and hadn't seen for a while. Last thing I'll say is back to Radiohead, because I'm still tripping. I'm inspired. They inspired me. It was not the Tom York show. I've seen them play live now. They're a real band. They do create magic and sparks together. It was neat to be able to see on the big LEDs, the big HD screens, to see their faces as they played. That tells me everything. They weren't phoning it in. They weren't bored. They still loved playing music. They were into it. Johnny Greenwood was fantastic to watch. He's possessed. I love that. I love a musician that the music takes you away. And Tom York, too. Tom loves to play and sing. And the quality of the songs. I mean, how can you... Song after song, just fantastic. So if you have a chance to see Radiohead, yeah, it's worth it. Yeah, there's our Radiohead, one of the special bands in rock. Yeah, they are. At first, for years, like I said, I always said Catherine Wheel deserves this. I still think they do. But now after seeing Radiohead, I understand. And yeah, they deserve what people say about them because it's not hype, it's real. I experienced it.